Okay, oh, that was loud. Good evening, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get the meeting started. This is the Community Consolidated School District 46 Board of Education meeting here at Frederick School this evening, Wednesday, December 17th, 2025, here at 6 p.m. We are also welcoming two very important board members this evening, our student representatives. Welcome both to Emma and Ella. They're going to check in for a roll call with us, but I need a call to order and a roll call, please.
Mack.
Here.
Braden, absent. Nash, absent. Halverson, absent. Hune.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Weedman.
Here.
Fuco.
Here.
Nelson.
Here.
Wonderful. We have a quorum, and welcome to you both sitting at the table. Please join me for the pledge. I need a motion to approve this evening's agenda, please.
I'll move. I'll second.
Okay.
Miller.
Aye.
Mack.
Aye.
Weedman.
Aye.
And Hune.
Aye.
Very good. Thank you. Do we have any public comments signed up down there, Dr. Wolk? Or not at this time. Okay. Okay, we can move on to the fun part, too. We have a special recognition this evening, so I'm handing it over for the Park Campus volleyball and cross-country teams this evening. Welcome to the meeting, and we're looking forward to celebrating.
All right, thank you, everyone. At this time, students and coaches, I'm going to ask you to come on up, and we're going to recognize both teams. We'll start with our volleyball team, because that's what's listed on our agenda first. Unfortunately, our coach, Miss Heather Peters, had a sickness in the family, wasn't able to make it this evening. Stepping in for her this evening is one of our activities directors, Miss Krista Nelson. So I'm going to hand it over to her.
Hi. It looks like we just have one volleyball player with us today who happens to also be my child. So this is great. I'm here speaking on behalf of Ms. Peters, who couldn't be here tonight due to illness. She did write a quick little couple sentences for the team. So she says the 8th grade volleyball team at Park has had a tremendous season. We had a range of skills on the team, and all the girls grew this season. We were undefeated this year, and I am so proud of how we ended the season. The 8th grade team took first in conference and first in our conference tournament. And to speak for Mrs. Peters, she's an incredible coach. These girls grew leaps and bounds, including Ella herself. Their skills just grew tremendously, and they were all so proud of themselves, and they were a really good team together, and really good at sportsmanship. So we appreciate that.
Thank you, Miss Nelson. It is remarkable not just how they perform on the court, but also what they do to represent Park Campus, and we truly appreciate it. Same with our cross-country team, who we will bring up here, and their coach, Mr. Jordan Calta. Girls as well. And Miss Domeyer, who snuck in.
All right, my name is Mr. Calta. I am the cross-country coach here at Park, along with Ms. Domeyer. First, I want to thank everyone here tonight for an incredible season. Cross-country isn't an easy sport. It takes dedication, mental toughness, and a willingness to push past your limits every single day. What makes this team special isn't just the miles we've run, but the bond we've built along the way. From practices every day to freezing meets and sprint finishes, each of you guys showed grit and heart. You supported one another, celebrated the highs, and pushed through the lows together, and that's what being part of this team is all about. I also want to take a moment to recognize some of our standout performers who represented us at the state cross-country meet this year in Bloomington, Illinois. Not all of them could be here today, unfortunately, but we do have a few up here. So I'll just kind of go down the row. We have Asen Tiajanko, Vertangela Freeman, Blakely Domeyer, McKenna Ryan, and Paige Kania. And I have another student in the crowd over there. You want to stand up real quick? We got you in black, too. So to wrap this up, you have all made our school and community very proud. Whether you finished first, last, or somewhere in between, you were part of something bigger this year. And that's what matters most. So congratulations on a great 2025 season, and thank you for giving your all every step of the way. And I will see you guys all for the 2026 track season.
Mr. Malama, did you want to close out? Okay. Congratulations to you all. We have some awards up here for you in a moment, but thank you for representing District 46 so well with such passion and excitement. Do board members want to share anything? Any comments from anybody? Or we're good? Congratulations. Why don't you come up? Everybody come up, including you, Ella. We've got these little flyers for you. You two, come on up. Okay, thank you again for that wonderful celebration. That moves us to the next portion of the agenda, which is the presentation by the Park Campus Leader of the Pack.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Voss. I am the Dean of Students at Park Campus, along with the advisor for Leader of the Pack. We'd like to welcome our 7th and 8th grade group here today to present to you. Thank you to the Board of Education, Dr. Glickman, Mrs. Gluck, and all of our D46 community.
Who are we? Leader of the Pack consists of students in 7th and 8th grade working to help with school activities, building a sense of community, and helping to foster a positive learning environment. Leader of the Pack is more than just a program. It's a commitment to making Park School a welcoming and supportive place for all. Together, we are shaping the future for our school community.
How is Leader of the Pack selected? Leader of the Pack have an application process. This year, students had to fill out a questionnaire about respect, responsibility, and safety, which are the 3 pillars at Park Campus. Students selected 2 former teachers to rate themselves on these pillars and how the students perform in the classroom. Students were selected based on this criteria.
What do we do? As leader of the pack for Park School, we help to create fun opportunities for the community of our school and to build relationships in all grade levels. By hosting events, assemblies, and more, Leader of the Pack can help to be the student voice. Students can participate together for the sense of community. Our mission is to bring families, classmates, neighborhoods, and friends together.
Some accomplishments from this past year: donut days, holiday parties K through 4, pop rant orders / school store, announcements, fun run, Veterans Day assembly, monitoring, helping library helpers, spirit days, assemblies, concessions for after school events, Hunger Games, upcoming Feed My Starving Children.
The Veterans Day Assembly. On November 11th, we gathered a community to celebrate veterans who either went to our school or have been loved that go to our school. Many Leader of the Pack students participated in speaking, singing, and playing their band instruments for the assembly. There were 32 veterans that participated. It was an honor to be a part of such an special event.
What's coming up? Here are some upcoming plans for Leader of the Pack. PBIS lessons. We will be going into K through 4th classrooms to teach, read books, and help with classroom teacher with PBIS/SEL lessons. Pop prints. We will continue filling pop print orders and finding new items for the store. Reinforcing the school by creating videos demonstrating the Wolves Way. Helping out at various after-school activities and concessions.
No Place for Hate. District 46 and Park Campus continue to work with the No Place for Hate campaign, and we are excited to be part of it as Leader of the Pack. We sign the pledge and create handprints. These handprints are proudly displayed in every classroom as a daily reminder that we are a No Place for Hate school.
In January, Leader of the Pack will assist teachers by reading stories that will celebrate diversity. Like last year, we will engage in activities that complement these stories, further promoting awareness and appreciation for all backgrounds. On the next slide, you will see various creations our teachers have taught to the pledge and displayed our handprints. The No Place for Hate campaign is an important native that aligns with our mission to create a supportive and inclusive environment at Park School. Together, we can make a difference.
Through Leader of the Pack program, we are not only developing our leadership skills, but also becoming an important member to the park community. This experience reinforces the importance of respect, responsibility, and safety in all that we do.
Thank you. We would like to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Klipman, Mrs. Gluck, Mr. Malamed, Mrs. Morales, and the D46 community for allowing us this time to introduce ourselves and given the opportunity to speak about what makes Park Campus such a wonderful place to be. We look forward to seeing you in February.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing that, and thank you for being leaders in the Park Campus community and in District 46. Do any board members have any questions or comments for our group? No? Yeah, Mr. Weedman?
So what would you think was your best project for the year? The best project, the one you're most proud of your projects for the year.
Any of our students want to go up to the mic to answer, because
Everybody
otherwise
going
our
together?
audience at home will not hear you.
Oh, from the slide.
For me and probably a lot of the other people, we believe that the Veterans Day Assembly was a very special project because It was a way to bring our community together and celebrate these amazing people that fought for us and kept us safe.
We're seeing, that's what I was going to say. All right.
You're excited. And then we have our No Place for Hate, so they did a lot of that work too.
No? Okay.
They're a
All
little
right.
shy tonight.
Of course, yeah, no, of course. Thank you,
Okay, Bennett,
thank
go
you.
ahead, please.
Basically, our No Place for Hate is like to tell you to like to stop bullying and like to treat others with respect, I guess.
Outstanding, thank you again, thank you very much. Awesome, thank you.
And this is the part of the board meeting where I gracefully invite our parents and students and staff that if you wish to not stay for the rest of the board meeting, we completely understand this would be a great time to make a quiet exit. Now, that stated, we do have two wonderful Park students sitting at the board table, so I'm sure they'd be happy to have a little support in the audience as well, but it's also a school night, so if you gotta go, this is the time.
Okay, we're going to move along to the section of the agenda for our board reports. And this will include, when I come down this side of the table, both Emma and Ella, as I get down that way. I'm going to start over here with Mr. Weidman. Okay, Mrs. Miller. Okay, I have a brief report, just reporting in on the last quarterly meeting of CEDAW, which was last week, I believe. The governing board did approve the new superintendent there as well. Dr. Jennifer Thomas will be joining July 1st of 2026. She comes to us from the McHenry School District region, or Cary Grove, yes, where she is currently the interim superintendent, but has also served as superintendent for special services, and is a wonderful, wonderful person to lead CEDAW going into the future. So that was the big event at that last meeting, so looking forward to a meeting with her, and then having her kind of, I'm assuming, kind of maybe hopefully visit with some of our boards. I'd like to invite her here, but that will be later in the year. So
I didn't know it was going to be tested, but Dr. Thomas is currently working in Cary School District 26.
26,
Yep.
okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Whitman. And that's my report. Monsieur. Okay, Monsieur. Okay, we have our two important board members here this evening, our student representatives. So this is the point, Emma and Ella, where you can share your update with the community.
I'm excited to share some wonderful updates about what's happening in our K through 4th classrooms, where our teachers and students are working hard to build strong foundations of learning, respect, and community. In the classrooms, 2nd grade have been traveling around the world learning about other countries and their customs and their winter festives. Students have been having a great time and really enjoying it. Our 1st graders are diving into exciting world of science. They've been exploring different items of conducting experiments as they learn about scientific methods. Finally, I'm proud to announce all of our classes K through have signed the No Place for Hate pledge. This pledge is committed to creating a safe, inclusive, and respectful environment for everyone.
I'd like to take a moment to share some exciting updates from our 5th through 8th grade advisory time, where our teachers are making great strides in helping students build strong classroom connections and fostering an environment of growth, learning, and a community. Our 7th graders recently had been hands-on science experiment where they are making slime part of their study of chemical reactions. This was a fun and engaging activity. Our 8th graders had a fantastic opportunity to explore real-world careers opportunities at the career fair. This event focused on the trades on hands-on jobs, allowing students to learn about careers like electrical work, automotive technology, and more. It was a great way for our 8th grade students to see how the skills they're developing in school directly connect to their future career options.
Wonderful. Thank you both very, very much. I enjoy hearing all that information. Any questions from board members? Comments? Okay. That concludes the board reports. Thank you for being part of the leadership tonight, Emma and Ella. I encourage you, when you become eligible, to run for office. You might be sitting at this table one day when all of the rest of us are, or maybe we'll still be here. Who knows? I don't know. One of the two. I don't know, something. But that would be kind of cool, though. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. So thank you for sharing that. It's wonderful to have you at the table this evening as leaders in your school and in the community. Dr. Glickman, I'm going to be quiet now and hand it over to you for the superintendent's report.
Well, Ella and Emma, wait till you see how well you teed me up for what I'm about to talk about. And I didn't know what you were going to say. I didn't see your report ahead of time. But of course, it's the holiday season, and in schools, there's lots going on during the holiday season. Plenty of that is extracurricular. Last week, there were concerts here at Frederick. This week, I was able to go to the GMS choral concert this week, which was just beautiful. And tomorrow night, I cannot wait to be at the GMS band concert, which is going to be great. And then there's plenty of exciting things that are happening during the school day as well. But we also really work very hard in our school district that even when we're excited about, hey, it's almost winter break, we really do keep the focus on learning while our students are with us. And Ella and Emma, you just proved my point as you talked about the important work that you're doing over at Park. So thank you for really being clear about the important work that you are all doing every day there. Speaking of winter, of course, we've had weather. So I'm going to say something that I was already planning to say prior to knowing that we were going to have an event this week, right? I was already last week thinking about talking about, it's, weather, and we are really grateful to our O&M team that has been working so hard to keep our buildings safe and warm and our parking lots clear and safe for our staff and our families and our students. And that is 100% true. We also want to make sure that our community knows that in the event that we could not have school on campus this school year, we will go through using our e-learning days for the most part prior to going through any emergency days. That's what we've been doing for the most part in the past few years anyway, but it's all the more important now because we're going to be doing construction in the fall, in the summer. And so we don't want to extend our school year. Well, I was already planning to say that, not knowing that, oh my goodness, we're going to have an e-learning day this past Monday. Going back to our custodial staff and our maintenance staff, I want to make it absolutely clear that we would have been able to have school on site here. Our buildings were safe and warm and working, and in fact, we had lots of staff on campus on Monday. It's that our bus company was not able to transport our students, but we have been in a lot of conversation with our bus company, and they have some other protocols that they're putting into place, so we're very hopeful that that will not happen again. So that's my information about weather, and I'm going to hand this over next to, we'll do Dr. Lorenzo next, because you're up there. No, we'll just go for it.
Okay.
That's great.
All right.
Perfect.
Do you guys want to just stand up or stand with me? They don't want to stand at all.
Oh, come be with Dr. Lorenzo. Please go be with Dr. Lorenzo.
You're welcome. So you all know I'm not shy for words, but I'm going to read. So I don't miss the mark here. So the Illinois State Board of Education requires that all early childhood programs that provide preschool for all programming, which we do in our EC Center, Early Childhood Center, that they all undergo compliance monitoring at least once per the program's multi-year grant cycle. So we are in our second series of a grant cycle in my tenure. The CCSD 46 Early Childhood Program engaged in this compliance monitoring visit at the end of last school year. This included an extensive desk review of the program's procedures and required documentation and full-day observations by an ISB representative in each of the classrooms. As you can imagine, this experience can come with immense preparation and a lot of nerves. Laura Hammer, Ann Cornier, and the related services providers, as well as the prayer professionals that work in our Preschool for All program, are not here tonight. However, With us, we have Gianna Donahue, our coordinator, Vula Ernst, Katie Foucault, wait, Kristen Shirling, and Caitlin Hanley. Following the compliance visit, we, as a program, receive findings and are recognized in Accelerate, Illinois, which is the state's quality recognition and improvement system for early learning and development programs. Based on our most recent monitoring visit results, the Grays Lake Early Childhood Center has achieved the Circle of Quality Gold rating, which is the top rating. The Gold Circle Quality recognizes programs which have demonstrated quality on all standards. Gold Circle programs meet or exceed specific quality benchmarks on learning environment, instructional quality, administrative standards, group size and ratios, qualifications, and professional development. So it is an honor to present this certificate to you as evidence of the incredibly talented professionals in our early childhood program. We have an outstanding program, and I'm so proud of their incredible work. So here it is. Nice job, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you to our wonderful staff at our Early Childhood Center. And Dr. Lorenzo, thank you to you as well. Thank you. We know this happened under your direct supervision, so thank you. And that was great news. And then we'll end our superintendent's report with one more round of great news, academic news. Then I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Glock.
Yeah. So as Dr. Glickman shared, we have been engaged in a lot of learning still. The beginning of December, we started taking our winter MAP assessment, so our NWA assessment in reading and math. And I'm happy to share that we have overall showed increased levels of growth across the board in all of our grade levels. So absolutely shows the hard work that our students are doing in the classroom, but also our staff in supporting our students. In math, we are outperforming what we have performed in the past. And so I will also attribute that to our new math resources that you approved. So thank you for that. And just the hard work that our teachers are doing in implementing that. We are showing higher achievement and higher growth overall. So super excited and wanted to make sure that we shared that with you.
And that's the end of the superintendent's report.
That is all wonderful news. So congratulations, staff, community, families, students, everybody. That is wonderful to hear. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, that brings us to the consent agenda portion of our evening this evening. So I need a motion to approve the consent agenda, which also includes the personnel addendum that was shared with us earlier today.
I'll second.
Okay.
Yoon?
Aye.
Miller? Aye. Mack?
Aye.
And Weedman?
Okay, thank you very much. We do have a few action items to go through this evening before we get to some discussion items. So starting off, I need a motion to approve the termination of employment for Rocio Cleveland as a probationary employee of the school district effective immediately.
I'll second.
Okay.
Weedman? Aye. Miller? Aye. Mack?
Aye.
And Hume? Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next, need a motion to approve the student fees for fiscal year 2026-2027 as presented to us.
I'll move. I'll second.
Okay.
Hume? Aye. Miller? Aye. Mack?
Aye.
And Weedman?
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Next, I need a motion to approve the bid awards for the Media Center construction projects at Frederick, Meadowview, Park, and Prairie View. I'll move. I'll second. You move, I'll second.
Before you do a vote,
Yeah.
we'd love for you to do a vote, but we did want to know if you have any questions. We have our construction management firm with us here tonight. If there are any questions, we also have, I don't know if our students from Park also had anything that they wanted to say about the project, because we talked about that a little bit. So we'll start with board members. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask?
Any questions from the board? I don't think so.
I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It is, but we wanted to give you a chance.
Excellent
Yes.
information, yes.
And do either of you have anything you wanted to say about this, or, you know, the furniture that we're going to be talking about?
I really wanted to say that I've seen the plans and what they're gonna do, and I really love how they're giving tons of seating room and tons of space for the children to read, study, and do whatever they want to do. Because I know from personal experience that sometimes you need like a different way to sit, to focus, or to think.
Oh, wait, I think Emma, yeah?
I think what Ella said was like great because I saw the plans and I think the whole library is gonna be like a great change for everybody. Like she said, like other people need to focus and sit differently, and I think that's great for everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you both, and that is direct feedback from the students themselves. That's even better than any question I could ask. Okay. We have a first and a second, I think, right? Okay.
Mack,
Aye.
Hune,
Aye.
Miller, aye, and Weedman.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Next, I need a motion to approve the certified and PSRP staff seniority lists for 2025-2026 as presented to us.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Okay.
Mack,
Aye.
Miller, aye, Hune,
Aye.
and Weedman.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. And finally, I need a motion to approve the purchase of furniture for the said media centers.
So moved.
Okay? Okay.
Miller, aye, Hune,
Aye.
Mack,
Aye.
and Weedman.
All right, thank you. Motion carries. Thank you very much. We do not have any unfinished business to go into, but we do have a couple things for new business. So first on the list is a discussion of the intercom project with Forward Edge. Am I handing that over to Mr. Wildman?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll be taking that one. I was actually totally prepared to talk to you all about those last projects, and I had something to say, but it's all good. We move forward. We are bringing forward today a discussion regarding the replacement of the district-wide intercom systems through a partnership with Forward Edge. This is a critical safety and infrastructure project aimed at fixing a major communication gap across our schools. Here is a high-level overview of the discussion that we would like to have. It goes into detail in the memo. Our current systems were installed over several decades and have reached technological obsolescence. Because each school uses a different aging system, they're difficult to maintain, and it's nearly impossible to find replacement parts. We've worked with our architects and Forward Edge to select a unified system for all buildings. This setup will be a reliable, easy to manage, and fully compatible system that will integrate with our emergency alert tools. The project is part of the Maintaining Excellence referendum to specifically enhance building security and emergency coordination. The total cost is $1,688,551.78, which covers all equipment, installation, project management, and necessary new cabling.
Mrs. Miller?
Chris, I just have a question. When do we need to decide this? Can it wait for strategic planning, or is this something that needs to happen sooner than later?
So the quote we have is valid for a certain amount of time. So the longer the district waits, in terms of both cost and coordination, it takes a lot of manpower, people power, to actually go through all of the buildings and cable and make all those changes. So it's a high level of coordination. In terms of this quote, this is specific to a summer of 2026 project. So we plan for it to be done in the summer of 2026, and for that to happen, we really need a decision on this looking at January.
I just want to add, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you have another question?
Nope, I'm
about that? Wanted to add that this is one of the projects that falls under the heading of safety, and we do believe that there is a gap between a communication gap that we need to have filled to make sure that things are as safe as possible in our schools, and we will be funding this out of the funds that we've collected through the referendum.
So I just have one, it says it's district-wide. Will the buildings be able to talk to each other, or they're separate silos?
It'll be one integrated system with access to for all. So yes, it will be a unified district-wide system.
So that would be like used for, say we have to have an emergency lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So one notice could go out to all schools.
Absolutely, yeah. That's not possible right now with the current systems we have being both disparate and technologically obsolete. We just can't do that right now in our current system.
Any questions, Emma or Ella, on this item? Okay. 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 All right. The next item on our discussion for this evening is the discussion of the strategic planning process.
Yeah. Okay, I can take that one. So Dr. Carmona, which, in case anyone does not remember, is the name of your new superintendent who will start in July. He and I have been in contact about the timing of the strategic planning process. And so through those conversations, we agree that beginning the process in the fall of '26 would be really the optimal time to do that. It will allow Dr. Carmona to transition into his new role and gain familiarity with the district, and then be fully immersed in the process with the board, which is something that he really cannot do right now with the position that he has in Chicago. So what we're proposing is that I bring to you some options in terms of who would be the facilitator. The board can consider all those options, which is something I was already planning to bring to you after the new year. Still do that, although a little bit pushed back, so that the board and Dr. Carmona, you can all decide together who will be the facilitator. We can get that person or that group under contract to begin the process in October or November, and to finish by the end of March at the latest. So that's what we are talking about. Dr. Carmona would love to be able to be present even when the facilitators are presenting to the board, so that he can participate in that selection process with you. So questions or comments about that idea?
Can you just speak to what do we do in the interim?
Yeah, certainly. And he and I talked about that a little bit as well. So last spring, our leadership team already identified that, at least from the instructional perspective, some of our goals were already growing a little bit stale. There was a lot that we had already accomplished. So as a leadership team, we already created a new set of goals that are very specific to teaching and learning. And I shared those with you, board, already through the memo. And those are available for anyone to see through the memo. So what we're proposing is that we'll either continue with those goals, or I would say more likely update them, replace them, tweak them, whatever it might be, and then integrate those with the parts of the strategic plan that are kind of evergreen. Some of those things have to do with our facilities and have to do with finance, for example. So we would be able to continue with the existing strategic plan, put in some of these more updated academic pieces, and that will provide a roadmap for Dr. Carmona and the administrative team to know how to begin the upcoming school year, so that when new goals are created throughout the year, they will already have been working on existing goals. So that's the plan for that. And just like we've done in the past, our team will, this probably May, we haven't timed it out yet if it would be May or June, but we'll update the board on where we've gone this year regarding the strategic plan and those additional goals that I just talked about. And then we would give you our proposed updates for the upcoming school year.
We'd have kind of a baseline to start from.
Absolutely.
And jump off of.
Yep, absolutely. It's kind of, as Dr. Carmona and I talked about, it's really a bridge from our existing strategic plan to a new strategic plan without having to rush through the process.
I just want to remind the board that we passed the sustainability resolution that includes adopting sustainability targets in the next strategic plan. So it might be helpful to have staff tell us kind of what would make sense or have a lens on that as you wrap up this strategic plan and give us a foundation. It might be helpful to know where we might start looking for those targets.
And I would propose that that would actually come through the strategic planning process that you all would engage in the fall. Yeah.
When you brought a couple of facilitators forward, did we have conversations with them first or talk to them at all first?
So I'm actually, no, I'm proposing we do it differently this time. So last time, I interviewed various firms and made a recommendation to you, and we moved forward with that recommendation. And while I appreciated that trust, I don't recommend that that's what you do moving forward, or this time. I think you should actually have these facilitators present to you and see what the process would be like, and then you all make the decision rather than it just be going through my own screening. I'll screen a little bit, right? I'm not going to bring you 12. I'll probably bring you 3 or 4, but I think it makes more sense for you all to see those proposals firsthand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That concludes the new business section of the agenda this evening. Do we have topics for the future agenda items?
We do. One moment. All right. So I'll start with this. At our last board meeting, we had a finance committee meeting, and we talked about having another finance committee meeting in January, and I believe I may have communicated back and forth different dates with you. Looks like we have zeroed in finally on doing the finance work on January 14th at the very next board meeting. So although we will have some other topics that night, Mr. Wildman will have a new 5-year projection, an updated 5-year projection for the board to look at, and a long-range facility plan update as well that night. That night will also bring the approval for the intercoms that Mr. Wildman talked about, and we'll have a calendar draft discussion. Our calendar committee is meeting tomorrow, and so the plan is, we hope to have a draft ready for you on January 14th. If we don't, then the draft would come to you on the 28th, but we're hoping to have one on the 14th. So that's what we have for that meeting. January 28th, we need to have a policy committee meeting, so that will be at 5 o'clock for everyone who's on the policy committee. And we want to be able to do it then because the new round of policies are due the end of February. That gives us time to have a second policy committee meeting if we need it on February 11th, but we'll see if we need it. So 5 o'clock policy committee meeting on the 28th. Then, just like we've had our wonderful students from Park here tonight, we'll have Panthers on the 28th. So the GMS Panthers are going to be here. And just like we celebrated some athletes from Park tonight, we're going to be celebrating some athletes from GMS on January 28th, the 7th grade girls basketball team. And then we hope to have a calendar approval if we've been able to discuss the draft earlier in January. February 11th, we're planning to have the Wolves back, so you're coming back then. And then February 25th, another policy committee, another finance committee meeting. That's more of our meeting all together as a whole. And that'll be focused on staffing. So that's as far as I've gotten right now. Okay. All right.
Dr. Glickman,
Yes.
do we have the policy packet? Is that available yet?
Yes, we can send it out to you. I can send that out to you later this week, but it
That'd be
won't
great.
have, yeah, okay, we can.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Glickman. Do we have any public comments signed up? I think I saw one.
Yes, we do. May Shiki?
Is it you?
Apologies.
Okay. Yep. We have to come up to the microphone. There's a little button on there too, just turn it on.
I drive for Durham School Services, and we just wanted to talk to you about some of the students' behaviors on the buses, and I know we had several
I am not, I was not brought aware of that. Was that the? Thank you for that information. We do have a closed session this evening, so I do need to move to enter into closed session in accordance with Public Act 5 Illinois CS 120/2, paragraph C1, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity, and in accordance with Public Act 5 Illinois CS 120/2, paragraph C9, student disciplinary cases. I need a motion to enter into closed session.
I'll move. I'll second.
Okay. We do not anticipate coming back out into the public session after that is finished, so we will adjourn from there. Go ahead.
Hune? Aye. Miller? Aye. Mack?
Aye.
Weedman?
Aye.
Fuco?
Aye.
And Nelson?
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you to Emma and Ella for joining us this evening. And thank you, members of the public, for sticking around for the meeting. Enjoy a wonderful holiday season.